and I just came upon an area that is, okay, so I'm doing this video real quick because I just came out of the subway and I remember that you guys said that you wanted a walking vlog of Times Square. So right now, this area is called Off-Broadway. I'm gonna do a roundabout so that you all will see it, but we're getting ready to walk right now. I'm gonna turn the camera around. And so please forgive me because I don't have my microphone with me because I wasn't planning on doing this. So this right here is called Off-Broadway, and right now I'm at 51st Street and 7th Avenue. I'll show you when I come to the corner. So this is New York City, and as you see, there's a lot of the signature yellow cabs. I'm right across from the Manhattan. If you can see that, it says the Manhattan at Times Square Hotel. So they're considering this Times Square. You'll see that we're gonna come upon some of the signature buildings. So right here, this is a kiosk where they sell all types of gums, news magazines, and all of that type of stuff. Oh my goodness, they have Weed World making history. I didn't even know it was like that in New York. All right. We got, look at these fancy, this looks like one of those halal little restaurants, little things. Look how bright and shiny it is. It is kind of raining out here right now, so that's why there's not that many people out here. Okay, so you can see right now we are at 51st Street and 7th Avenue. So we're not exactly on, so we see how it says 7th Avenue. I don't know if you probably can't see it because it's too dark. Let's see, 7th Avenue, 51st Street. All right, so as you see, there's a play right there which is playing at the Winter Garden Theater. That's where Cats had played for many years. So as you see, you start to see the flashing lights and a lot of the things that you know of Times Square. So you can already see it beginning to start right here up in the 50s. So, hold on, let me try to turn the camera around. Okay, so this place is called Off-Broadway because you'll still be able to see Broadway plays, but it's not exactly on Broadway. So Off-Broadway goes all the way up into the 70s, where you can see the further you get from Times Square, the less expensive it is. So you can see some great plays for cheap. They also have this thing called Rush Tickets in New York, where you can sign up. Look, people are selling umbrellas and stuff. Hustlers coming out, doing what you got to do to stay afloat in New York. So hold on, let me show you guys this. So one of the things that's I won't say that it's unique to New York, because when I was in Tokyo, in Shinjuku, they had like lots of bright lights. So as you see, there's lots of bright lights scanning and moving. There's a huge billboard and posters advertising stuff. This is what this area is known for. Here, let me turn this around for you so that you can see where I'm going and what we're doing. All right, so these are people who vend on the street. He's packed up his stuff, covered it up for the, I guess until the rain kind of settles down. As you see, huge advertisements for whatever is going, whoever wants to pay. That's The Rock, gigantic, Hobbs and Shaw. So they got the whole building on lock. Look at this. So they have this tremendous, so all of these, this huge screen. Happy 4th of July. I don't know who paid for that, but whatever the case may be. So as you see, they're tremendous buildings. It's just, it's a little wet in New York right now, but this is what New York City looks like. There's an energy and a vibration in the air that is just second to none. There's no other city in the world like New York. Here's some more vendors who are selling their wares, covered up right now. That guy behind us is shipping off. I guess he doesn't think that the rain is gonna go away. This says Hong Kong, Tokyo. I don't know what this is, but this is the 49th Street train station right there. And we got, oh, the nuts have come out. They smell delicious in the winter. We got halal food and hot dogs. I'm sorry, excuse me. We got halal food, hot dogs, etc. Sabret, which is, I don't know, it's a famous brand. You got Sbarro's down there around the corner from Ray's Pizza. I heard that of all the pizza restaurant names in New York, Ray's is the most abundant name for restaurants in New York. Okay, now it's it. So, all right. So you can probably still hear. Oh goodness, you're missing the cars acting crazy, but this is just a part of New York traffic. So yeah, so Bobby's saying I love the nuts truck. Yes, those nuts smell so amazing in the winter time. I'm sorry that it's frozen right now, but as soon as it becomes unfrozen. I love New York and the city. I live in New York and the city sucks. Hush your mouth. Hush your mouth. All right. So there's the buses that take people on their tours. Another high-rise building. Let me zoom out for you all. It zoomed on me. Hey. All right, let me turn it around again. All right. So, as you see, there's a lot going on, even on a rainy day. Look, they brought in the Asian tuk-tuk drivers, or whatever you want to call them in New York. I don't know what you call them. But this right here is near Times Square, and you have the souvenir shops. I'm sorry, my camera's dirty. Let me wipe that off. All right, you have the souvenir shops, see? And that's pretty much the bulk of it. The M&M store, right across from the M&M store, used to be a Toys R Us, but I don't see. So these are the types of things that you can buy as gifts in New York. You can buy like little, let's see, let me zoom in for you. So you can buy mugs, globes, t-shirts. I love New York t-shirts and those sorts of things. All right. So I just wanted to come out real quick and do this video for you all, since you all had asked for a walking vlog of Times Square. Well, I'm not exactly going down to Times Square. I'm at 49th Street right now, and Times Square is at 42nd. So you can imagine that the whole Times Square stuff stretches from 42nd maybe up to, what, 47th, and then down onto the other side, maybe 37th. I don't know. But when we do the walking vlog through Times Square, I'll let you all know. So look, I'm going to turn it around so you can see, because the energy starts to pick up. As you see, there's this big Jeep pickup truck, one that I've never seen before in my whole life. People going in for their gig. Restaurants smelling delicious. And as you see, the lights start to pick up. The energy starts to pick up. As you see, there's a lot of people walking on the street. And there's the huge M&M store. And so this is it, where we're at right now. That's pretty much the bulk of it. And then I'm going to be coming down to Times Square another day. I'm going to a day party today. It happened to be a little drizzly, but I decided to still come out. It's an Afrobeats day party, so I'm like, you know what, I want to come out, I want to have fun, I want to dance to some Afrobeats music, I want to meet some people from Nigeria, because I was going to buy my plane ticket today, and I was like, you know what, I need some tips on where to stay, so I still need to be in touch with people who are on the ground or who go back and forth between Nigeria. So I'm like, you know what, let me just stay active on the scene. All right, so this is where we're at, and as you can see, the closer we get to Times Square, hold on, let me turn this around for you. The closer we get to Times Square, the more lights you see. The more lights you see, the closer you know you are to Times Square. And you see that? Look at this. This is of M&M's, huge, on the side of this skyscraper. Let me zoom in for you so you can get a more realistic view of what it looks like, because the other one was a wide angle lens. So as you see, it's just gigantic. And then there's the Renaissance Hotel. Look at the size of this advertisement right here. It's amazing that they have TV screens that are this huge. And you can see the reflection on the side of the building over there, that there's some other stuff scrolling on the other side. And you see buildings in the distance down there with the, oh, I can't zoom. Every time I zoom, the freezes. So listen, I appreciate you. I appreciate you all coming out. I'm gonna wait for it to unfreeze so I can say goodbye to everybody, but it's a nice day in New York. It's a Saturday. It's a nice, cool, well, it's not cool. It's actually a muggy day. I'm coming from California, so I'm not used to the humidity anymore. I'm not gonna zoom in anymore because the zooming, it actually messes up the broadcast. So Christina's saying, you're in my city. No, honey, I'm in my city. I am in my city. I am home. All right. This is an old-time fire thing where people, I don't even know if it still works anymore, to call the fire or the police. I know in the 80s they use those a lot. But look at these advertisements just scrolling past. CoverGirl up the side of the building. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. So, listen, thank you all for coming out. Thank you for spending this time with me, going on a walk. Look, I got the camera turned around. So people, if you don't want to be on it, you got to move around. You got to move around. Look, this New York, just move it. All right. So, so listen, so this is where we are. And one of the things, I don't feel unsafe walking around with my camera out. New York is such an expensive city that if you can't make it, you're not gonna make it stealing people's phones. You know what I'm saying? So this is pretty much it. I'll show you guys across the street as we say goodbye. So thank you all for coming out, and I will see you all in the next video. I'm not sure where I'm gonna go tonight, but if I'm able to get some good lighting, then I'll come back out tonight and I'll do some more broadcasting and show you all where I'm going. Because after I go to the day party, I'm going to be hanging out a little bit after that, and then we'll just go from there. So thank you all for coming out, and I will see you all in the next video. People are starting to bump me right now, and as a New Yorker, I'm really not down with people touching my person. In Tokyo, you kind of get used to people just being up on you, but in New York, I really don't want. Excuse me. I really don't want people, all in my space. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them in my spaces. So I will see you all in the next. All right, peace. You know what I'm saying? How do I stop this? Okay, here it is.